Hello, everybody. Tim Davis joining you from sunny Sand Hills, North Carolina, via Fayetteville. Some people call it Vietnam. I don't know. Anyways, uh, I'll work with you a little bit here on understanding these charts. We're looking at a chart of coffee. Oopsie, come back here. Back here, coffee. Okay, and sorry about that. Excuse me. We see here that the price of coffee rises significantly in the month of February up to the first week in March. And if you look right here, you'll see this little red line, which indicates the shorts, not the kind you wear, the kind that mean short futures contract that the the commercials are adding at this given time. Okay, each one of these little dots represents 1 week of trading. And if you look over here, the line right here indicates percent of open interest, weekly percent of open interest. Okay, it goes from 25 to 55. It's going to change on every single chart you look at. I just put the most significant numbers in there instead of going from 0 to 100 and making this a real small looking line graph. I blew it up so you can really take full advantage of the view of those lines and how they affect price activity, just the way the price charts are lined up as well. You know, we don't go from $0 to $1,000 and you got this little dinky minimized line in here. You want to get the full view. And this is a 6 month chart, so you got 6 blocks here. Each one represents 1 month of trading. And the latest price bar is right here, which represents the first week in April. Okay, this right here is the closing price of coffee. Okay, for last week, which was Friday, April 8th. All right, enough of that. So how it really works in a nutshell, when you see uh, this line, whatever it may be, long or short, when you see it rising up like this, the commercials are telling you they believe that this is the best price they can get for this commodity, which is coffee on this chart at this time. You know, it rises up here a little bit, all down through, you'll see it kind of going up and down, not significant enough to make a move. But as you see right here, it goes up here and then shoots straight up on this price bar right here. So you have a lot of people obviously locking in a price to sell their commodity right here on this week. Now, if you look at the variation between this and the amount of people that are adding, longs, obviously there's a big difference right there. So this is telling you, this is a sign right here. If you look on the past 6 months of this chart, obviously this is the biggest jump and the biggest variation. This one's going down, this one's going up. Huge variation right there. This is roughly, I mean, from here to here, you're looking at about a 20% rise, close to 20% rise in interest, open interest, in about 2 weeks' time, 3 weeks' time, 2 or 3 weeks, whatever. Anyway, you can see what happens to price activity the next week. Boom, drops off the planet. Okay, so had you been pricing put options on this week right here, okay, if you've been pricing strike prices, let's say halfway this move, use the old 50% rule, okay, pretend this hasn't happened yet. But if you've been pricing strike prices around, let's say this area right here, which would be about 123. So if you've been pricing 123 strike price for a put option at this point, let's say a couple months out, which would put you, this is what, beginning of March, so mid-May. I mean, you're going to be able to pick these put options up for dirt cheap. Not a lot of time left on it, and the price is going up, so it's going away from that strike price, which is going to be making these premiums a lot cheaper. So I'm not going to sit here and guess what that price would have been for that put option, but I can guarantee it'd have been under 200 bucks. Okay. And as you can see, in the next 2 or 3 weeks, price just slammed straight down to where actually this would have been in the money. Because right here, third week over, it ended at 120. So if you'd have been buying a 123 put option, you'd already been in the money $2. What is that? $3. Okay, 123. Yeah, $3. That's quite a bit of money to be made if you was actually to enter into that futures contract. Myself, sorry, don't have the money to do that. Just a po' boy who's farting around with some options. That's all I do. And I'm really passionate about building these charts as well. But that's how it works, man. You watch what the big dogs are doing. This is strictly based on commercial traders, which means if they put 5 contracts in any given week, uh, add 5 contracts, they have to report that to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and they post that on their website, cftc.gov. That's where all this data for the weekly percent of open interest came from. It's public information. I didn't invent it, just came across it many years ago, and just been following it ever since. And the last year or so, I've really come up with this idea to plant these line graphs onto price charts and blow them up and see how they, what kind of effect they show from week to week on these price graphs. And I think you can see it's pretty evident that when something like this happens from here to here in a 2 week period, you can see what happens a short time later with price activity. It's affected big time. These 3 weeks of trading right here is a bigger drop than any point on this 6 month chart other than right here, which we don't know what's happened back on the other side of this chart because it's not displayed on the 6 month chart. But I can pretty much promise you that this kind of activity right here would have been posted way back over here a couple months before this happened. So this is a short video on how these charts work. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to relate to you and how powerful these charts are. There's going to be more of these videos as we move forward. This is my very first one, so be patient with me. I hope I get a little better at it. I'm not a real good speaker, but in my mind, it all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Be good. Peace out.